A family's dream vacation turned into a nightmare when they discovered bed bugs on their cruise. What would you do if this happened to you? JJ Cruise. Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. Thank you so much for clicking into the video today. We have the unfortunate job of bringing you a horror story about a family that encountered bed bugs on their cruise. I'm going to give you the story, I'm going to tell you what the cruise line did about it, and I'm also going to give you some tips for trying to just avoid bed bugs altogether when traveling. But before we get into it, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel. We are about to go on the second largest cruise ship in the world, Utopia of the Seas, this upcoming week. So if you want to see Utopia of the Seas content, or you're just here for the other cruise content, please hit the subscribe button below. And also don't forget to hit the thumbs up of this video. A family traveling on Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas had a recent incident of bed bugs on their cruise. Now, this is a very rare thing to happen on a cruise, but I'm going to give you some information as to how you can avoid coming home with bed bugs or even experiencing bed bugs in the first place when you get on a ship. And I'm going to tell you what the cruise line did for this family. And in return, I just ask that you tell me if you think it's fair or not. I'm a little divided because bed bugs are a pretty serious issue, but the cruise line did make an attempt to make this right. If you're not familiar, Navigator of the Seas is a Voyager-class ship in the Royal Caribbean fleet, and it's currently out on the West Coast, going out of LA, doing 3, 4, and 7-night cruises to the Mexican coast, to Catalina Island, and back. This family had an unfortunate series of events, from issues with their luggage getting to their room, issues with their room upon getting on board. But I think the big issue here, and the one that we're talking about, is the bed bugs. Now, how do bed bugs even get onto a cruise? Well, bed bugs travel with people. They specifically travel in warm places. They like dirty places. So when people travel with like dirty clothes, or maybe they're not coming from a really clean environment, they can bring bed bugs in their suitcase or on their clothes or bodies into the room with them, where they then kind of nestle into the sheets and the mattress and unfortunately suck your blood at night. Upon getting into a room, you want to follow the sleep method. Survey, which means look around the room, look in all the little teeny tiny nooks and crannies to see if you can see bugs. Bed bugs are visible even though they are small. You also want to have a flashlight with you if you don't have a flashlight on your phone, but typically your phone will work really well. Lift, meaning lift up the sheets, lift up the mattress, and look again in all the little crevices on the sheets to see if you see anything moving. And if you do, you need to alert the cruise line immediately. Elevate, meaning elevate your luggage, elevate your clothing. This is not a time to rip off your clothes and throw them on the ground, regardless of the circumstances. It's a time to nicely put everything away in drawers and on hangers as they should be. You want to examine your luggage as well as all of your clothing upon going home. So as you're putting everything back in your suitcase, just give it a glance. Look over your shirts. This shirt is one that bed bugs could definitely kind of bury themselves in, but examine everything as you're packing and going home. And then once you are home, place all of your clothes in a hot or warm dryer, even if they're clean, for 15 minutes. This will kill the bed bugs and get them off of your clothes so that you're not bringing them back and putting them in your closet. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but it definitely is worth it to specifically do the survey and examining parts in the stateroom to make sure that you're not going in with any issues. We have been at a hotel before where we've lifted up the sheets and looked in the crevices of the mattresses, and we have found bed bugs, and we left that room. We actually left the hotel completely. We didn't stay there, even though we didn't get a refund because it was the same day. What did Royal Caribbean do with the family? Well, this happened actually on board. So they were moved to other staterooms. But in addition to this, while they were on board, they were given $500 onboard credit to do whatever they wanted to do while they were on board. Once they got home, they then followed up with the guest relations team, the post-cruise team, and that team gave them a 30% FCC or future cruise credit to use on a voyage within the next year. I think giving a future cruise credit in this scenario was appropriate. What I actually disagree with a little bit is putting the year marker on it. Some people can't cruise every year or can't travel within 12 months. So I think that in these scenarios, when Royal Caribbean gives money or gives future cruise credits, there should not be an expiration date on it, because these people had a bad experience and you want them to come back and have a good experience again. So I would love to see future cruise credits like this not have any type of expiration date, so that they can use them maybe 2 or 3 years out once they are ready to cruise again and they've gotten past the trauma of having bed bugs and sleeping with bed bugs in their actual room. Jared and I travel about 75% of the year, so we encounter a number of different types of bugs all over the place. One time we were in a hotel in Miami and we had a cockroach issue, and the hotel actually turned this around on us and said that we probably brought the cockroaches on board. And that's what's happening in the Facebook group. This entire issue has caused chaos online. Both Reddit and the Navigator of the Seas Facebook group have been kind of going back and forth. A lot of people are saying these people are probably dirty. They probably brought the bed bugs on board with them. And then you have other people that are making posts like, if you've stayed in Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas and you had bed bugs, let's create a spreadsheet. Let's list all of the staterooms below so that no one stays in those staterooms and people make sure that they don't have bed bugs when they get on the ship too. I understand the caution and I understand kind of the loud noise around this situation, but this is some of the most extreme postings that I have seen online in a long time. This situation has truly caused an uproar on Facebook and Reddit, and that's actually where we got this story from in the first place. So I turn this to you. I want to hear just a couple of things from you at home. Have you ever had bed bugs when you were traveling, whether it be cruise or hotel? Have you ever had an experience with that? And what do you think about this experience on Royal Caribbean? Did Royal Caribbean treat these customers right? Did they do them dirty? I do feel bad that anyone has had this situation happen to them, no matter where you are traveling, because it is a big bummer for your body to be covered in bites when you are just trying to enjoy your vacation and go from day to day. So my thoughts go out to the family that this happened to, but I want to know if you think Royal Caribbean did right or wrong by the family. So in the comments below, I want you to put Team Family or Team Royal Caribbean. And if you want to expound on that and give me some reasons why, I would love to hear from it. Even when we do not write back on every single comment, we do read every single one of them that comes through, because we always want to hear from you, our subscriber family at home, and we appreciate you leaving comments on these videos. Well, that was the video today. Unfortunately, I hate talking about bed bugs. I hate it because they really can just ruin your trip. But thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Jordan. This was JJ Cruise. And until next time, see ya. JJ.